Guys, welcome to today's video. I hope you're doing good. In this video, I'm going to be going over how to set goals and actually accomplish them for the upcoming year. Right now, I'm sure you've seen tons of other videos that are probably going along with this. Maybe you're just watching video after video trying to find the right concept that's actually going to work for you. What I'm here to do is give you real life things that you can start applying right now, right in the middle of this video, right after this video. And it's nothing that is crazy. It's nothing that's insane. It's things that's actually helped me get to where I am at this very moment. This amazing background that you're seeing and all that stuff. You know, I say it's amazing, but I'm still working on it. And look, you can do this too. You can actually get to your goals. You can actually accomplish your goals with everything I'm going to be going over in this video, and I'm going to try to give it to you as quickly as possible. Now, if you don't know who I am, what I do, what my name is Duno Clanor, and I'm here to help winners win. To keep it simple, right? Over the last 3 to 4 years, I've just been helping winners win. All right. So one thing, right? Oh, two things. First, if you've watched 2 or more of my videos and are enjoying the content, please subscribe. That is what I call the gentleman's agreement, right? So if you've watched 2 or more of my videos and you're actually enjoying them, please subscribe or share it with a friend. And second thing, I bet that you can't actually stay to the end of this video, and I'll tell you why towards the end, right? So if you can stay, I'll tell you why. If you can't, then you can't, right? So let's get right into some of these concepts, right? So number 1, goal setting, right? I want you to first understand what drives you. When you understand what drives you, that's actually going to help you accomplish your goals a lot faster, right? So for me, some of the things that drive me is the hate, right? The negativity, right? I'm not going to say I'm a normal person. I'm not going to say, "Oh, I want to accomplish my goals." No, what actually drives me is the negativity, right? It's the hate comments, right? It's the, "Oh, you can't do this. You won't. I bet you won't do that." Right? The negative things are what actually drive me, which, I took this quiz and it it labeled me madness, right? So madness drives me, right? Is one of the things that drives me, right? It's the fact that someone tells me I can't do something. It's the fact that someone tells me you won't do that. You're not able to do that, right? It's the challenge, right? That's what actually drives me. That's what makes me get up. That's what makes me go and get the things that I'm going to get, right? So when you have and understand what drives you, right? It gives you a different fuel. It's a different type of fuel that will actually push you to get out of bed in the morning and do what you need to do. So once you understand what drives you, it'll make everything else easier, right? So now here's 2 different methodologies. Once you figure out what drives you, right? And I'll probably make a different video to help you more define and help you better understand what drives you, right? Because I don't want to waste too much time in this video just going over helping you find out what drives you, right? But let's get into the 2 different methodologies you can apply to actually achieving the goals that you set out, right? So once you understand what drives you, you can go one of 2 ways, right? And actually, I can do this by drawing this for you guys, so it can give you a better it can give you a much better display. So transition, hopefully you guys can see my screen and everything works out all right. Perfect. All right, let's get right into this. Okay, perfect. Let me erase this real quick. Let me zoom in a little bit. Zoom in a little bit more. All right. So you have 2 different paths that you can go, right? So you understand what drives you, right? Driver. And I'm actually a little bit insane, which is why if you guys actually keep up with my Instagram, if you follow me on Instagram, you might see I'm always running around. I'm spending my days like this. Like I'm just going back, like some of you probably see I'm always on the road. Some of you probably just see me doing a bunch of different things. Is because I understand my drivers. I literally created a list on my phone of every negative comment or every negative thing that has been said towards me, and I read them, right? I read them because that's what drives me, right? Because I'm not a normal person, right? I'm a little bit crazy, right? And you might be saying I'm saying all this stuff because some quiz. It wasn't because of the quiz. I was like this before the quiz. The quiz just helped me better define it, right? Which is madness. I'm a little bit crazy. So let's get into it, right? Once you understand your driver, right, you have two ways that you can go, right? Way number one, and then number two. Whichever suits your personality will help you the most, right? So, number one is open to goal, right? Should be open to goal, right? So that means open to goal, right? This is method number one, open to goal. Now, give me 1 second with this. Where did I put it? Where did I? Oh, it's in my screenshots. Okay, let me get this out really quickly. And all right, so method number one is open to goal. This means that you have the goal, whatever that goal is, you don't do anything else until the goal is done, right? That's open to goal. You set the goal, I'm gonna do 100 push-ups. Until I do those 100 push-ups, I'm not gonna stop, right? I'm not gonna do something else. I'm not gonna reward myself. I'm not gonna do this, I'm not gonna do that, right? Because that's priority, doing those 100 push-ups until I get and do something else. That's open to goal. Right? That's the first method, right? Method number two, right? So is that your personality? That first one, was that your personality? Great. Now start applying it, right? You're not going to do something until you finish this video, right? That's one of the first ways to apply that goal right now, right? You're not going to do anything else until you're done this video because this video is a priority for you right now. You're not going to check your phone. You're not going to do anything else, right? Apart from take notes from this video and start applying it right away, right? Method number two is you set a specific number of goals, right? So this can be how much, how many, or how long, right? So the second one is a specific number, right? And then when you get done that number, that's when you're done your goal. So it's either you don't do anything else until it's done, or you have a specific goal, right? Let's say 100 things need to be done, right? 100 push-ups. And you get the push-ups done towards the end of the day or towards the entire day. Throughout the day, you're going to do 100 push-ups, right? So personality one, I'm not going to do anything else until I'm done 100 push-ups. Number two is I'm going to do 100 push-ups throughout the day, right? So that's two concepts. You can start up one, pick one. Don't do both, pick one. Sure, can you alternate on certain days? Of course you can, right? My personality type is often number one, but there are times, depending on what it is, I'll do number two, right? Or I'll use both, right? So figure out your driver, right? Because that's number one. What drives you? Figure out your drivers, right? You can take different personality quizzes. You can there's a bunch of them out there, right? That will help you do that. Then pick one or two, whichever one drives you the most, right? Next thing to start doing is writing your goals down. So let me actually exit out of this and this and this so I can kind of help you guys get a much better understanding of exactly what I'm saying. All right, so the next thing to do is write your goals down. I'm sure you've heard this from every single video, from every influencer out there, from every motivational speaker, whatever you want to call them. It's to really, write your goals down, right? So writing your goals down is so effective because everything you guys see me doing right now, right? The camera, the mic, the lights, the lighting in the background, right? This setup from my first ever YouTube video to now, from the first TikTok video I created 2 years ago to now, Everything was written down, right? Did I know when they were going to happen? No. But I wrote down that I want to do these things. I'm going to do these things, right? And I wrote them down, right? In the smart way, let me actually bring this back up and kind of show you guys. The smartest way to do all of this, right, is this. You write the main one down, right? So main goal. Yes, you guys can see this. Main goal, right? Perfect handwriting. Main goal, break it down into smaller goals, right? And then what you can even do is break those down into even smaller goals, right? So when you do this, it improves the likelihood of you actually achieving those goals, right? So let's say you set the goal of doing, a specific task. Maybe let's go back to the push-ups. 100 push-ups a day is your main goal, right? No, actually, your main goal is a good body, right? Physique, right? Let's write that down. Physique is your main goal, right? How are you going to achieve that physique? Okay, one method is 100 push-ups a day for 90 days, right? So 100 push-ups a day, 100 push-ups a day for 90 days, right? 90 days is 100 push-ups a day for 90 days. You're not going to stop, right? So how can you do that? Okay, well, 100 push-ups a day for 90 days, that's 3 months, okay? 3 months. 3 months, 100 times 90. I'm probably going to not do this in my head. Some of you probably already did it. 190. 100 times 90. That equals 9,000 push-ups, right? 9,000 push-ups that you're probably going to be doing, right? And I don't want to lose you guys, so just follow along. 3 months, 90 days, 9,000 push-ups. 100 push-ups a day over 3 months. That's 9,000 push-ups you're going to be doing. Great. How can you do this? Now you got 100 a day. How can you break down, if you can't do 100 a day right now, okay, break that down even more. You're going to do 20 per hour. 20 per hour. If you can't do 20 per hour, right, some of you might do it in the morning. You're going to say, okay, 100 push-ups every morning. I'm not going to do anything else until I'm done 100 push-ups. Or you break it down if you're person number 2. I'm going to do 100 push-ups per hour. I'm going to do 100 push-ups every 2 hours. I'm going to do 100 push-ups every break I get, right? So that's 2 ways to do the goal. That's your main goal, is you want a better physique, right? Over 90 days, right? Now, how are you going to do that? 100 push-ups a day. Maybe for some of you, it's 200 push-ups a day. Some of you, maybe it's 500 push-ups a day, right? Maybe it's 1,000 push-ups a day, right? However, depending on what your goal is, right? You set the goal. Main goal, you want a better physique. How are you going to get a better physique? Boom, I'm going to do 500 push-ups a day over 90 days, over 6 months, over 8 months, over 12 months. I'm going to do 500 push-ups a day. Okay, boom. How can I do 500 push-ups a day? Well, every morning I'm going to do 500 push-ups. Until I do 500 push-ups, I'm not going to do anything else. Or I'm going to do 500 push-ups. I'm going to break that down into 100 push-ups per hour. Or 100 push-ups every 2 hours, every 3 hours. Until it's done, I'm not going to bed. Until it's done, I'm not going to eat, right? Until it's done, I'm not going to eat lunch. Until it's done, I'm not going to eat dinner. Whatever it is, put a reward towards the end and get it done. Or put a negative thing towards the end and get it done, right? So let's get back to, finishing up this video for you guys, right? So I just gave you guys, one is understanding your driver, right? 2 is picking one method to follow through. Is it open a goal, or is it 2, which is, I'm going to pick a specific number and I'm going to get that number done throughout the day, right? That's one of 2 methods that you can follow. And then, excuse me for looking around. I'm just making sure I'm giving you guys everything I wanted to give you throughout this video. And then the next thing is accountability, right? It's actually sticking to it, right? Am I going to hold you accountable? Probably not. Is your friend going to hold you accountable? Probably. Am I going to hold you accountable? Yes, right? Let me not say probably not. Because I'm actually working on a community right now where you guys can literally get in that community and work together and continue to do your thing, right? Where you're gonna hold each other accountable, right? So I'm working on a few different things right now that I'm probably gonna launch, maybe at the end of this week, maybe at the end of next week. I want to get it to you guys as soon as possible that we, you can start all of this, right? And you can work together, you can work towards your goals. But let's wrap this video up. So you have the concepts, what drives you, what methodology are you gonna follow? Are you gonna be writing your goals down? Yes. Make sure if you're actually doing all these things, start doing it right now. Why are you waiting? Why are you gonna watch? Why are you gonna watch another video? Huh? Why are you gonna watch? Why do you need to watch another video on setting goals? Right? I just gave you what works for me, what's probably gonna work for you if you actually start to implement it and hold yourself accountable. I even gave you a story of mine of how I'm actually doing all the things that I wrote down 2 years ago. Maybe 3 years ago, right? Because I wrote a few different things down over time. Now, did I forget that I wrote these goals down? Yes, I forgot I wrote these goals down. It wasn't until I remembered that I actually wrote them down that I'm like, wow, okay, I wrote them down and I actually followed through on what I wanted, right? So, with that being said, maybe you guys noticed this motto in the background, right? That's one of my drivers. And I made this 2 years ago, right? And it says, be known, be fearless, and be driven. Be known, be fearless, be driven. So if you actually stuck around to this part of the video, I want you to write this down in the description because I want to help winners win. The winners are the ones that I care about. What does it mean if you're a winner? It means you hate losing. You don't love winning, you hate losing. So if you hate losing, you're a winner because you focus on what's going to help you win, right? And this video is here to help you win. So be known, be fearless, be driven. That's my motto, right? And I created this for myself 2 years ago, right? It wasn't to share it to the public. It wasn't to share it to anyone, right? It was for me to look at every single day, and now I'm sharing it with you. Be known, be fearless, be driven. Be known, be fearless, be driven. My name is Duno Clenor, and this is the start of a new chapter. I'm here to help the winners win. Make sure you follow the journey. Talk to you guys soon.